Hey guys, and I'm back with another video. So today's video is just about Black Ink Crew. I think this is season 6, guys. Black Ink Crew Chicago. That is one of my favorite shows of all reality shows. I really love the Black Ink Chicago. Out of all the Black Ink franchises, the Black Ink Crew New York is okay. I mean, that was like the first Black Ink the first one, that came on TV, New York, with Caesar and Puma and, Sky and all of them. But it seemed more scripted. I mean, I know all reality shows is kind of like scripted, but, got a little scripted in it. But most of it, like it seemed like Black Ink Chicago is like a lot of real life things happen on it. Like they're not like just reading from a script like most of these other reality shows. So let's go and get into it. Of course, so Van, Lily, none of the old cast members is there anymore besides, of course, Charmaine is back, Ryan, who else? Dawn and Four, basically. So, it started off, Charmaine announced that she's pregnant, guys. So I want to say a big congratulations to Charmaine. She's like one of my fave. Like she always say, it's your girl Charmaine, your fave Charmaine. That's one of my favorite cast members on the show. I really like her. Like she's more so the only one that's been around like all the seasons. Like that's my girl. I like Charmaine. And I just want to say congratulations to her, for finally having a baby. I know she always wanted to have a baby, with Nick or however. So I like their little relationship. The only thing I don't like Nick mom. She's so controlling. Like you would think that she's the one getting married or having a baby. Like she's telling Charmaine and Nick, like, I don't like the way y'all got married. And it's basically like, you really not my daughter-in-law. I'm like, if I was Charmaine, I would have been cursed that lady out because it's like, she's overstepping her boundaries. What do you mean? Because Charmaine and Nick didn't get married in the church. That means that they're not considered being married for real just because they didn't get married the way you wanted them to. All they had to do was go to the courthouse. That's the same thing I did. I went to the courthouse. I mean, you don't have to please everybody. Long as, you and your partner, y'all love each other. You and your spouse love each other. And y'all was in front of God and the magistrate or whoever that married you. That's all you had to do is say your vows in front of the magistrate. You don't need, fake, phony family members to come around just to eat up all your food and eat up all the cake and everything. Don't even bring you a damn wedding present and shit like that. They didn't have to get married in the church. They did things the way they wanted to do things. And Nick's mom needs to accept that. She's talking about, I don't accept that y'all married them because y'all didn't get married the way you supposed to get married. You supposed to get married in the church. So technically, you're not my daughter-in-law. Technically, y'all not married. And then when they announced that they was pregnant, she's like, I'm not happy about this. Like, girl, if you don't sit your ass down somewhere, like you never happy about anything. I love Charmaine's mom. Rest in peace to Charmaine's mom. It's just sad. It's so unfortunate that, she had to lose her life before Charmaine was able to, have her baby. But it seemed like Charmaine and her mom had a really, close relationship. So, all Charmaine got to do is look back on Black Ink Crew, the show and see memories with her and her mom. They were so close with each other. You could tell it was a strong bond. And may she rest in heaven. Like, I'm sorry that happened, Charmaine. My condolences to you. But Charmaine mom was, I think her name is Glenda. She was very happy. She was happy for Charmaine. Unlike Nick mom, just seemed like a hater. She just wanted to be a damn Debbie Downer and just say negative things. Charmaine mom was just so happy and just so excited. She's like, we having a new baby. She was like excited about that. So that was good. It's so sad what Ryan is going through this year. He's like really going through a depression. You could tell. He want to be back with Rachel, but he said Rachel put him out, I guess, for, all the things that he done took her through. I guess from all the infidelities, him cheating and stuff on her, and Rachel just not willing to forgive him right now. So Ryan is like sleeping in a shop. I mean, I know Ryan, he got money. He's not actually technically homeless. You know, he can go pay for an apartment or a condo or a house if he wants to. But he just said, being as though he can't be with his family, with, you know, his girl and his, you know, his kids, his sons, he'd rather just sleep at, you know, at 9 Mag. So it was just sad to see Ryan. He had to bring out like a little pull-out bed and stuff like that. It's just sad to see what he going through, but he really haven't been dealing with, you know, the situation with his sister, you know, Nova. And it's just sad. God rest her soul and the innocent little baby. You know, I'm sorry that they had to die so tragically like that. I'm sorry that they had to lose their life. The baby was only just a little baby. I think she was only like 1 year old, and his sister, I think she was 24. But he said this happened about 10 years ago, and he said that you know, his sister was shot to death, and also her little baby. It's just sad, you know. And he said that he was actually supposed to meet up with his sister that same day, you know, that she died. She was supposed to give him like money to get like his tattoo kit and stuff like that, all the things he needed, you know, for to start doing tattoos. But he said he was somewhere drunk, you know, like hanging out with his friends, and he didn't never meet up with his sister, and he just kind of like hold on to that guilt. But I just, if I was to ever see Ryan, I really like Ryan, I would just tell him it's not your fault. And I, you know, stop, you know, just holding all that in, and, you know, release all that hurt and that guilt. I'm sad that you lost your sister. She seemed like a beautiful, you know, young woman, and so was your niece, a beautiful little baby, a beautiful angel, and they watching over you, Ryan. But you can't, it wasn't your fault, you know. And I hate when people say, you know, it was their time to go. I feel like I don't like to question God's word. They say never question, you know, God. But how could it have been an innocent baby's time to go when she was only a baby? She was only about a few months old, or about 1 year old. Like, how can people say it was just their time to go when, you know, the little baby only been on this earth maybe for 1 year and that's it? It's just such a, you know, a tragedy. And I just feel for Ryan and his whole family, but he can't keep holding that in and, you know, blaming himself, because, you know, it's that piece of shit of a person for the man that took their life. You know, it's not your fault, Ryan. It's that piece of scumbag ass motherfucker that, you know, killed the innocent baby. Like, what the hell was you thinking? Killed this young woman. Why? Because she didn't like you, or she didn't want nothing to do with you? I kind of read up on that story. I think it was like her lawyer or something that killed her and her baby just because he liked her, and she must didn't, you know, like him. I think they was dating or something, but he started being a stalker. She tried to break it off with him or something like that. I've seen it on TV or read about it on the news, and he refused to let her go. She tried to break it off with him and say, no, I don't, you know, want to be with you. I don't like you or whatever. But he wouldn't let her go, and instead he took her and her innocent baby girl life, and that's just such a tragedy. And I just want to say rest in peace to you, Nova, and, you know, rest in peace to your beautiful angel. And I know, Ryan, one day you're going to see, you know, your sister and your niece again, but don't keep holding on to that, because it's not your fault, you know. It's just such a tragic situation that shouldn't have never happened. You know, that was the devil's work. That was the devil that did that. It's not your fault. So Ryan went to go see you know, a counselor to talk about his depression, and, you know, that he can't be back home with his, you know, basically like his wife, Rachel, and his sons, because she won't forgive him, and she kicked him out of his house. So he just basically been sleeping in a shop, and he just was talking about, you know, his sister, and if he would have been there, he probably would have killed the scumbag, or he would have took a bullet for, you know, took a bullet for her and her baby. He said, I would have been the one that killed him. I would have been the one that killed them, or I would have took a bullet for them, and I would have lost my life. But he said it wouldn't have ended like that, you know. And I just feel for Ryan, you know, but I just want him to let that anger go, because that's not his fault. He just said that he's just going through a lot right now, and I hope Ryan get better and keep seeing, you know, a therapist and talking through his problems, and hopefully, you know, things will get better for him. Ashley and Dawn, you know, she had a scare. She had a lump or something in her breast, and they had to do like surgery to make sure it wasn't cancer. And thank goodness the test came back that it wasn't. You could tell Ashley and Dawn, their relationship is growing, and Dawn is really there for her. He's not cheating on her no more. They not really having like problems like that no more. So that's good that to see Dawn there for her, and he went to the hospital with her, and you know,